Welcome to a new season at Aldershot Town Football Club. New players, same manager, same fans, hopefully a few more. Sun's out, Chelsea are in town, let's go. One of the things we're buzzing about is a brand new pitch donated by Chelsea Football Club. So here's a little bit more about it. The guys who've been working on it throughout the summer, extremely proud of what they've been doing, and when you do come down to the ESS for the first time this season, please come and have a look, and it takes you through all the stages it's been through. It was a decent pitch, then it was a pile of dirt, and now it's an absolute cracker. Let's go and have a look. So we're going to take you down to the pitch side now, and if we're lucky we'll grab a word with the man himself, Andy Nunn.
Got your slippers on?
Yeah, got our slippers on. Absolutely chuffed to be out here on the first night. I come all the way from Cambridge myself to have a look at this tonight. You must be very, very proud of it, Andy.
Yeah, it's lovely. It is. You know, we've had the new drainage system put in, we've had the irrigation system put in the pitch itself, so we'll be using that later on tonight.
Not during the match.
Not during the match.
Hopefully.
And also, I mean, the pitch is raised about 4 or 5 inches, so hopefully the drainage is fine now, and hopefully we won't have many games at all called off for the next, few seasons.
Now I know you're a true pro, so I know even though everyone's going to come in and say it looks lovely, to some extent there'll still be work progressing within it. Is there much difference between the pitch as it is now and how it will be come kick-off in 3 weeks' time? 2 weeks' time?
Hopefully it will get a little bit thicker. You can still see the drill seed runs a little bit, but a bit more fertiliser and a bit more attention. Keep cutting it. We're cutting it 3 times a week at the moment.
Yeah.
So come 3 weeks' time, it'll be ready for the season.
And you're looking trim yourself. Have you been rolling the pitch personally again?
No, I haven't. No, I just brought extra large t-shirts this year.
That's good.
But no, it's fine. We're all impressed with it, and thankfully, Chelsea have brought the fibre sand and what have you in, and it's a lot different the pitch this year.
And tonight must be particularly proud for you, not just obviously with the Shots fans coming back and see it, but the fact that Chelsea are in town, and you've gotten to know a lot of their people, haven't you, the groundsmen?
Yeah. We've got good communication with the groundsmen at Chelsea. If I need any advice, I speak to them 2 or 3 times a week, and they're quite willing to help out as well. So, because at the end of the day, the surface has got to be good for Chelsea as well as Aldershot. So. We've got good communication there.
And just a final word, just about around the club at the moment. Obviously, you've seen the new players coming in, and we all get a buzz. You're an ex-player, you're a fan at heart as well. How are you feeling about the way things are progressing off the pitch?
I'll be honest with you, I'm really looking forward to the start of the season this year. It's been the first time in a few seasons where, I'm excited. I want it to get underway. I think we'll do very well, with what Andy's brought in. We made the pitch bigger, so it'll be interesting to see our teams cope with that, and hopefully we'll be fit enough to, win games in the last 20 minutes or something like that to our benefit. So I'm excited about this season.
And just to clarify that, the pitch has been made bigger from last season.
It has.
And in what have been the actual additions?
It's been made 4 yards longer.
Yeah.
It was 111 yards long last season, and then we've taken it back out to 115 yards by 74 yards wide. The thing is, it brings the supporters closer to the pitch as well now.
Absolutely.
And so hopefully we'll get an even better atmosphere.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, Andy, and your work on the pitch. Fantastic.
No problem.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
Just looking around, there's a few little rough edges still. I reckon they must have run out of grass seed here. But it's okay, we're only kidding. We know there's a plan for that, and it's behind the East Bank at the moment. Hang on a minute, there's something else new here, just disappearing to the right of us. A new shirt on Mr. Morseman, the club photographer. Check that out, look at the side profile on that.
So Ian, you ready for the new season?
Yeah, I am actually. I'm enjoying games out.
Just joined now prior to the Chelsea match with Russ Clash, who's, I did hear a couple of days ago, has got a clean bill of health. Is that still the case? I'm not talking about yourself, by the way, but
I thought you were. I was thinking, great. No, so far we're right on the injury front. Anthony Tonkin has just picked up a very irritating blister, but he'll be okay for the sort of start of next week. But otherwise, we're all okay. So hopefully, it'll be the same at the end of the game.
And the new lads that have come into the squad, obviously the first time you've been able to, well, not literally get your hands on them, but they've fitted in well and looking in good shape.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're good professionals. They seem to look after themselves. They do the right things. They've been very easy to work with, to be fair. I think they're good additions. Really impressed with them.
And for you, of course, it becomes almost like a second family throughout the season, and you've had to say goodbye to a few players, and a few new ones have come in. Any of the ones that have come in that you knew previously, or?
No. No. Only those that obviously we've played against. So I've known them from that respect. But no, the new lads are good lads, and I think we'll be able to have a reasonable season with the additions we've got.
And how does it work with trialists? People who come along, maybe they're joining in training, they're joining the match, but they're not signed contract. How does it work as far as you're concerned? Can you treat them?
Yes, I do. I do treat them. I treat them exactly the same as I would the other players. I mean, for them, it's just like a long interview. They could be here for a day, they could be here for a lot longer. We've had some of the trialists in since we came back, beginning of the month. So, the longer they stay, you'd think they had half a chance, but it's not my question really to answer.
And not to mention any particular names or even comment on whether it's this season or otherwise, but as a professional footballer, it's their job, it's their livelihood, isn't it? And they want a contract. Have you had instances in the past where players have tried to kind of shield or protect or not tell you about an injury, and you've kind of sussed it out?
It does happen. It does happen. You sort of suss them out really, and when it gets to the point when they're starting to hobble, and maybe that's the time to sort of pull them out. But if they're sensible, we're quite sensible about it. We'll treat them. We'll give them the injury, their rehabilitation, and then we'll put them back in when they're ready. So they're foolish to themselves if they're doing that. So
nice one. Thanks for finding a couple of minutes for us. Have a good evening.
Thanks.
Cheers, Rob. Thanks, man. Just away from the pitch side at the moment, just by the entrance gate, and Shahid Azim has just walked in. We'll see if we can get a quick word with him in a moment. Hi Shahid, good evening. Just very quick hello. I know you're going to be a busy man getting here at this time, but just excited for the new season to start?
Yeah, excited. It's like everything. Can't wait to start season start. But at the end of the day, it's been at least 6 weeks. I haven't been on it here, but I've been here more probably in the pitch, watching in the background the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks. Really, a lot more work in here going on.
I can imagine.
Infrastructure out, but it's good to get Chelsea in here first, which is good. But yeah, looking forward to the season. Gets a bit boring sitting at home going shopping. I've done a lot of shopping, so I earned a lot of brownie points, so I can go out every Saturday.
Your credit's full now.
Yeah.
And that's World Cup, that's not proper football, is it? This is where it's at.
To be honest, I only watched 2 games, the final and England-Uruguay. That Uruguay game was here, and England game was the final was, and that's the only 2 games I watched. Not really interested.
Just on behalf of Shots fans everywhere, thanks for all your efforts behind the scenes. There's a pride amongst our club again. The sun's out, Chelsea here, the pitch looks beautiful. Keep up the good work.
Well, thank you, but I think it's not just me, to be honest. It's the whole board, the whole staff. I mean, we've got four or five staff now, which is compared to what we used to have. So there's a lot of hard work's gone in there. It's fantastic from these people, really. So it's great to give me glory, but it isn't just me; it's everybody. So
very much. If you can pass it on from the Shots fans,
we will do
to all the hard working staff.
Well, I think from our point of view, from the board and the thing, it's been a real tough last year, but I hope. We proving ourselves, and we're absolutely grateful for our fans. They've been fantastic.
And your heart rate slowed down a little bit from this time last year, I bet.
No, never in doubt. Never in doubt.
Thanks, Shahid. Good to see you. Cheers. Thank you. Just a quick word with Bob Green. Match day, busy as ever for you, doing 101 things.
Yes.
How have the pre-season plans and preparation gone for you?
Good this year, because obviously we're that far ahead of last year, where we didn't even know where we were in July. Good thing, I think the real positive this year is we've got shirts in for our first pre-season game, which I've never known before. To sell, actually.
Fantastic.
Yes,
that's good news. There's a lot of effort going on off the pitch to try and get the club as professional as possible, but obviously within a budget that we can't go over.
Exactly, and we're trying to put a few things in place which we've been remiss in the past, and we've listened to the fans and trying to make all those, but it all takes a bit of time, and as you rightly say, if we had loads of money, we could do everything straight away, but we can't.
And the squads, I mean, obviously you sign them in, don't you? Coming together?
I'm very positive actually about the quality of player he's bringing in at the moment. There's no rush, no panic. You know, we won't have a big squad, but as we move forward, we can see a nucleus of a solid, team. And hopefully, we'll get through pre-season without any injuries. The last 2 years we've suffered.
Yeah. And is there an idea of the kind of ultimate squad number that Andy wants to reach, or will it depend on the kind of players he gets in?
It's all related to budget.
Right.
That's
whatever he can do within the budget.
He can't go above it.
And as far as you're personally concerned, you're clearly not going to get a game again this season, are you?
No.
You signed on though, haven't you? Nice to see you, Bob.
Yeah, I'm
Take care.
toilet cleaner.
Cheers. I'm now with one of Aldershot's behind-the-scenes superstars, colleague I'm pleased to say as well, Victoria Rogers. Victoria, can't start this interview without mentioning the wonderful programme from last year. You must have been very pleased to get that award.
I was very pleased, very proud. Pleased for the club and pleased for everyone who works on the programme. Goodness knows how many man-hours go into it, but it's a tribute to everyone, really.
When I said to you myself last year, I always bought a programme when I came as a child. I very often over the years used to think, oh, that's an irritating little mistake, why didn't somebody spot that? For me, quite apart from the quality of the programme, that area has improved so much. You very rarely see the silly little faux pas anymore. It's such a more professional magazine, and I guess the challenge now to you and all of us that are involved with it is to try and top that.
Well, it's going to be a bit different this season. We've moved to a different printer and designer, so we're trying a few ideas tonight with the new programme. You're right, topping it is very difficult. We'll all have to just try very hard. It's difficult. It's difficult when you've won and then you're going to be in with the same sort of people again next year. Who knows? But we can try our best. That's all we can do.
And I could ask you if you've enjoyed a nice summer without all the programme deadlines, and I know you have enjoyed a break because you've already told me that. But the truth is, of course, we're all volunteers, and I understand that you've squeezed a holiday in forthcoming, but in between home match programme deadlines. Is that right?
I have, but it's probably possibly more luck than judgment. But yeah, the fixtures have fallen nicely for me, and yeah, there'll be a holiday in between programmes. There will be no break in transmission.
Fantastic. And I think, for all the names that are here behind the club, the one that is very very involved and works tirelessly behind the scenes and doesn't often get on the camera, Victoria, thanks ever so much for having a few words. Cheers.
That's right, thanks very much.
Bye.
3 Isaac Campbell, 4 Alex Davey, 5 Patrick Van Anholt, 6 Billy Lippard, 7 Katie Palmer, 8 Charlie Collins, 9 Alex Shawamia, 10 Gail Computer, and 11 Steve Parika. Goal scorer for Aldershot Town in the 9th minute, number 9, Greg Williams.
Goal scorer for Chelsea, number 15, Ruben Samet.
Brett Williams, it's almost like you've never been away. First pre-season game and 2 goals. How did that feel?
Yes, it felt good. It's good to be back. Obviously got my holidays done, and it just seems like I haven't really been away. Yes, happy to be back.
And that first goal, excellent run from Tristan Plummer down the left. Superb finish, just coolly opened the body, put it across the goalkeeper. Did it feel easy?
Yeah, Tristan, brilliant down there, and I was screaming at him for the ball, and it's a great pass from him, and I'm right in my path, and yeah, I've seen the corner and sort of opened out and slot it in, so yeah, happy with it.
And in that first half, when it was 11 against 11 before all the substitutions, against a really strong Chelsea side, Aldershot were the better team, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. We knew they were always going to try and keep it at the back. Sort of possession-wise, they're going to have a lot of it, but we set up right. We went the right way about it. We know they're not going to do anything in their own half, so I think the formation was sort of key, and I think we've done a fairly good job.
But still, nonetheless, disappointing, even though it's minutes on the pitch, but still disappointing to ultimately lose the game.
Yeah, it is a bit frustrating. You can only sort of do what you can do on the pitch, so I'm sort of happy with my performance. It's minutes at the end of the day, and it's good preparation for the start of the season, and that's the main thing.
That's it, it's all building towards August the 9th here against Altrincham, and first couple of weeks of pre-season, from your point of view, going well?
Yeah, you're always sort of worried when you come back if you're going to be fit enough. Are some of the lads going to sort of be fitter than you? Are you going to be a bit behind? But no, I've come in, I feel quite comfortable, feeling sharp, and sort of it's gone fairly well.
And up front, competition for places, Dan Fitchett's come in, Tristan Plummer, Josh Scott. Even yourself, maybe a bit of competition for places. You've started the pre-season really well, but there is that competition for places that every strong squad needs.
Yeah, definitely. It's healthy to have competition for your place. Keeps you on your toes. So it's all good. Squad's shaping up nicely. I think it's a good thing.
Unfortunate that Dan had to go off with a hamstring injury just towards the end of the first half, but do you feel a partnership building in just those 43 minutes and in training?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've sort of connected fairly well. I think he is all right. I think it was just precaution that he came off, so hopefully he'll be available again Tuesday and sort of see what he can do. And obviously there's Josh Scott coming in as well, and Tris can play there, so yeah, it's good competition.
And do you feel that your qualities complement Dan's? He's a different sort of player maybe to yourself?
Yeah, I think so. He lets me get on with it in the air, and he's good at running in behind, and sort of I think that way of it is looking fairly good. So obviously whoever plays up front, you just sort of adapt to it and sort of get on with it. But yeah, Dan's done really well, and he's looking sharp in training as well, and yeah, it could be a good partnership there.
And 2 goals already. I think you said last season there was some targets that you set yourself. Have you thought about that yet already for this season?
No, I haven't actually, not quite yet. See how pre-season builds up, and sort of go from the first game of the season, I think.
Kieran Forbes, welcome to Aldershot Town.
Thank you, glad to be here.
When did you know about the move?
Yesterday, so I spoke to gaffer at Forest Green. He gave me a call after training and told me that they were interested. He said, "Am I interested?" I said, "Yeah, of course. I'd love to come to Aldershot and play this season."
And you were initially named as a substitute, but maybe you got your opportunity a little bit quicker than expected. How did it feel out there?
It was tough. Obviously, they played against Chelsea. They're a Premiership team. They passed the ball around well. It's a big pitch, so we were running around. But it's fitness, so it was a good test for us today.
That's it. Is part of the bigger picture, working towards the first league game. And have you been involved in pre-season much?
Yeah, at Forest Green we've had 2 friendlies already this week. So I've played 30 minutes on Tuesday, 45 minutes on Wednesday. So I've had a few minutes this week. So it's good. It's all fitness.
And you'll come with a reputation as a good creative midfielder. How would you describe yourself as a player?
Yeah, I would say the same. I like to get on the ball, create goals and chances for the strikers to score. So hopefully I'll do that this season.
And you've got lots of experience at this level. 3 years a regular at Forest Green. I suppose you know your way around this division.
I like to think so. Like I said, I've been at Forest Green nearly 4 years now. Pretty much been a regular the last 3 seasons. So I've played more than enough games in the conference. So I like to think I know what the conference is about.
And you're England C Player of the Year too in 2013. I suppose you must be looking to recapture those levels of performance.
Yeah, I would love to. For the past 2 seasons I've been in and out with injury, so hopefully this year can stay fit and get back on form. And
you've signed until the end of January. That's a good period for you to establish yourself in the Aldershot town team and really rediscover your form. Yeah, exactly. So I'm here till January now, so I know I'm here. It's time to get fit and enjoy football. And what are your first impressions of Aldershot town? Well, obviously it has a history, has a past, been in the Football League, so hopefully we can get back there in the near future.